Call the member for Hindmarsh.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. And Deputy Speaker, can I just commend all the speakers that have made contributions to this debate, a debate that is extremely serious. And when I look at this debate, I look at my own position where I was 12 months ago and what my views were 12 months ago and where they are today. And you might ask what's changed those views. But in the last 12 months, we have seen the tragic disasters of Christmas Island a few months ago. We saw the tragic scenes on our TVs this weekend of young men who had found themselves in a boat that had capsized and had lost their lives. At first, we didn't know how many had survived, and the majority, we believe, haven't been found. The few people that did make it, that we did see on TV, I looked at their faces. And being a father of two young men myself, I think this is a tragedy that we have to do whatever it takes to stop. But I think what we have here before us today in this chamber, a bill by the member for Lyne, is a first step. To sit here as members of Parliament, as we do every day when question time is on, when we're debating bills, and do nothing about this subject is absolutely wrong. I think each and every one of us has a duty to do whatever it takes. We have the utmost duty as elected members and representatives of our communities to ensure that we don't see the tragic scenes that we saw on our TVs over the weekend, that we saw on Christmas Island a few months ago, and again today, the tragedy that's taking place and the rescue operations that are taking place at this very moment. To sit back and argue over whose policy is better and at the same time ensure that nothing is done about it is wrong. And I think we have certain policies that are on the table that have been put there today that we should at least give them a go. We have a duty to give them a go, to ensure that we're doing whatever we can to prevent further drownings. Now, I know that everyone in this House is moved when we see those scenes, and we heard earlier the member for Stirling talk about his first-hand experience. Many other members in this House have been moved as well, who have witnessed or who have partaken in discussions in committees and have heard first-hand of the tragedies. Deputy Speaker, today, this morning, more than 40 members of this Parliament met. We met not as politicians, but as people. And we had a consensus in that room. We wanted to see this issue moved forward. We wanted to see the deadlock broken. And I think, if nothing else, we are discussing it in here today. But to discuss it is not enough. We need a solution at the end of all of this. And I'd urge all members to give the member for Lyne's bill a go and to support it. Because by supporting it, we are implementing something in place that will be a deterrent for those people smugglers, that will ensure that, and it also ensures that we are actually doing something. To sit here with our positions on both sides of this House and not move, as I said, is wrong. Deputy Speaker, as I speak right now, there's rescue operations continuing on Christmas Island. And I urge everyone in this Parliament to think about those people who are being pulled from the sea right now, right this moment, while we're here, afraid, injured, desperate, and that's who we're here for today. These people are human beings. These people are people. They're like our children, our parents, our brothers, our sisters. Deputy Speaker, I think it's time to stop playing politics, both sides of Parliament, and ensure that we work through this together to get a bill through that will prevent the tragedies, as I said, taking place. We have an utmost duty as elected members. Deputy Speaker, the issue of refugees is an issue that is overwhelming the world at the moment. As long as there's disasters, wars, hunger, there will always be refugees. And I think the best way to deal with this issue is through a solution, a regional solution in our area, and I think this bill has all the trademarks of those qualities.